Praetor Amalthus.
What is it?
I have a report to make regarding the situation with the Aegis in Tantal.
Please, come inside.
Yes, Your Eminence.
So, Jin finally has his hands on the Aegis. It seems the boy wasn't good for much after all. Unless he can find what is lost.
Your Eminence?
Hector,
Yes?
prepare the ceremony.
At once, Praetor.
Rex, still sleeping? It's 2 days now.
His injuries were quite severe. The worst is over, but his body needs time to recover.
He'd better get well soon, or... Rex? What's that?
I'm leaving.
But where will you go?
Good question. Can't live on Gramps anymore. Maybe I'll head for Argentum.
Rex, you...
What the hell are you talking about, Argentum? What about Pyra? Do you know how desperate the situation is? Or have you finally lost it, you idiot?
I know, okay? It's just...
Just what?
I'm done.
Done?
When I became the driver of the Aegis, her driver, I felt like I could do anything. But I was just kidding myself. All I've managed to do is hurt her. Again and again. So, I'm done.
Oh, for crying out loud, Rex! She got herself caught to save you!
I know. So what?
So what?
Those guys are way out of my league. I can't beat them. It's hopeless. I understand that now. She'll be safe with them. They're not going to hurt her like I do. So, I'm leaving. I've just been kidding myself all along. Me, a driver, in the end, salvaging is all...
You bloody idiot! Hurts, yeah? But that pain's nothing compared to what Pyra must be feeling right now. She went with those bastards knowing full well how much it would hurt. For our sake, not hers.
I get it, I know. But what do you want me to do? I couldn't even slow him down. Even the Artifice's attack couldn't touch him. What chance do I have against a guy like that? The more I fight, the more Pyra gets hurt. She'll be better off without me by her side.
Do you actually mean that? Do you not have the slightest idea how it felt for her to leave you?
With me here, he'll suffer even more, lose even more. So maybe Rex is better off without me. Rex and the whole world, they don't need me. That's just how it feels.
Pyra thought you'd be better off if she was dead. Did you know that? She is planning to sacrifice herself to defeat them.
Huh?
You drove her to this, but here you are, giving up! You said you'd get Pyra to Elysium, didn't you? You'll eat your words just like that!
Hey, Mum, Dad, it's been a while. A ton happened, you know? I became a driver. And this girl is Pyra, my new partner. I know you'd love her. We're going to Elysium, Pyra and me. I don't know what's coming next, but you'll be watching over us, right, guys?
Forget it. We'll rescue her on our own. This loser, he's not the Rex we joined up with. Let him go wherever the hell he wants.
Come now. Let's not start fighting amongst...
Let's give them a chance to work this out, shall we?
You know,
Nia quite right. Rex definitely not behaved like himself. Giving up after one loss? That not Rex I know at all.
But...
Now is not time for excuses!
Poppy! Poppy?
Poppy is hurt to see Rex like this. Poppy and Master Pun are not real Blade and Driver. So Poppy and Master Pun looked up to Rex lots. Rex worked very, very hard to get this far. When Rex tries hard, Poppy and Master Pun try hard. Rex like bullseye we aim for. Without Rex, we not know which way to go. So please, Rex cannot give up and stop here.
Poppy.
My prince?
Chum!
Huh?
My old man wants to see you. Time to go.
Are you all right to be up and about?
Yeah. I'm all healed up.
Sincere apologies. If I hadn't attempted to destroy the Aegis, they would never have...
If you'd done nothing, they'd have come for her anyway. You're not to blame, Your Majesty. It's... my fault.
500 years ago, this kingdom was rent in twain. Some followed Adam, who sought to live with blades and titans as equals. Others opposed him, preferring to consider humans as the masters and titans as our tools. When Adam returned to the Ether, his rivals seized power, leveraging the power of the Omega Fetter. They declared themselves the Tantalese royal dynasty.
Claiming they were the hero Adam's descendants?
Precisely. My ancestors merely used the name of the beloved Adam in order to win over the people. Before long, we resolved to protect ourselves from meddlesome foreigners by descending deep into the Cloud Sea, taking the dirty secret of our family's lineage with us. The Praetorium, for their part, did not protest. Can you guess why?
No.
They offered to stay silent in exchange for a certain resource. An annual tribute comprising a fixed quantity of core chips. I have something I wish to show you.
What is it? What is this?
This is Gembu's ether flow. The Titan draws in the fabric of the Cloud Sea and uses it as a source of energy. This energy flows throughout the Titan's body in the form of ether. Refining and crystallizing this ether creates core chips. This process is what you see before you.
So, in other words, you're siphoning away a portion of the Titan's energy.
Our cold climate and poor harvests, they are the unfortunate side effects of this process.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
Core chips are vital to every nation's military and energy policies. The Praetorium desired this power.
How come?
Allrest at the time was in crisis. But for the Praetorium, it was a precious chance to expand their sphere of influence.
So they muscled in.
As a result, Tantal fell into a chronic energy shortage. Then, well, you saw for yourselves. Near frozen Earth, failing crops, the Tantalese people are forced to live in abject poverty.
So why not just leave the Cloud Sea? Genbu can move, right? Just go somewhere warmer.
They fear contact with other nations. Too afraid it might expose the truth behind the legends they spun about Adam.
That would explain their isolationism.
Indeed. That was 5 centuries ago. Now the Aegis has awakened. The Praetorium is demanding we hand over the Omega Fetter. They are threatening to reveal our secret if we do not acquiesce.
Indollar? Threatening you?
I get it now. That's what was in that letter.
Enough was enough. I couldn't stand by and let the Tantalese people suffer any longer. Therefore, I made a decision.
And that's why you...
Yes. I knew there was a chance that the Praetorium would use the Aegis against us. But if I could neutralize her power, perhaps we would stand a chance of opposing them. And perhaps by saving my people from poverty, I could absolve the sins of my forefathers.
You didn't think about using the Aegis' power yourself?
Wielding such power is beyond my means. I am under no illusions. However, does the same apply to you? I felt something. When I looked in your eyes, I knew. Perhaps you are the one to whom we can entrust the Aegis' power.
Father.
In the end, it seems I only managed to make things worse. I can blame nothing but my own judgment. This tome records the deeds of the hero Adam. According to this, he saved the world from destruction using a white sword, and then disappeared, along with a red sword.
White and red? It must mean Mithra and Pyra's swords.
Whoever wrote this must have had a personal connection to Adam. And, most curiously, after Adam disappeared, the author of this book went looking for something.
Something?
The third Aegis sword.
There's a third?
Apparently, this sword was as transparent as diamond and gave off a clear, brilliant light. But Adam went his whole life without using the sword. In fact, he could not use it.
What do you mean, couldn't?
The sword was simply too powerful. Even he, the legendary hero, could not contain the power it commanded. And thus, fearing its power, he sealed it away somewhere. The author therefore surmised that this sword alone was the one true sword of the Aegis. Now, Rex, you were defeated by Jin. Doubtless that man is a powerful warrior. But even so, can this be right? Can the Aegis herself truly be outmatched by a single opposing blade? Would it not make more sense to presume that you lost because you have yet to unlock the true power of the Aegis?
You mean I'm the one who's been holding them back? Your Majesty, where is that sword? We have to find it somehow. We have to find that sword and rescue Pyra and Mithra.
Regrettably, the book does not specify the sword's location.
But there must be.
However, reading between the lines, it seems the author suspected that the sword lies somewhere in Leftheria. It's not much, but that's where I would begin the search.
In Leftheria?
Are you ready?
Huh?
Are you ready to do what it takes to be their true driver?
Gramps?
Well, are you, Rex?
Yes! Of course! I'm going to be the driver that Pyra and Mithra deserve. And then, I'm gonna take them to Elysium.
Then come with me. I'll show you the way.
My son.
Yeah?
I have a favor to ask of you as your king.
Well, that's a first. Are you feeling okay, old man? Maybe you're coming down with something.
The Aegis needs... No, rather, the boy needs protection.
You mean Rex?
Yes. I saw something in that boy's eyes. A light that must never go out.
Steady on, old man. People get the wrong idea. Fine. Leave it to me.
Thank you.
Nah, it's not like I wasn't gonna go with him anyway.
You really can't judge a book by its cover. Who'd have thought that sweet-looking girl would threaten to destroy herself? Didn't she realize taking her own life would mean the boy died too?
Oh, she knew exactly what she was doing.
The whole thing was a bluff then?
No, not at all. The reason she gave her core crystal to the boy was to replace his heart after Jin put paid to it. An Aegis core encodes the blueprints for all life. She took advantage of that.
Incredible. I had no idea such a thing was possible. Aegises truly are a breed apart.
Cores are constantly accumulating data about the outside world. The fact that their injuries are mirrored is a result of their twin cores exchanging information. If you wanted to be poetic about it, you could say that their very lives are intertwined. But there's nothing to stop her from severing that link.
What do you mean?
Before issuing the kill order to the artifice, she would have transferred the remainder of her core to the boy, letting him live on, heart complete. An Aegis can survive for a short time without a core crystal. Don't ask me why. It's just how we were made.
So that's the reason Jin agreed to her terms.
He couldn't care less about the boy. But he wasn't about to lose this one. Simple as that.
Phew! That was a slog.
Let us go.
Up! What are we doing here?
Did you know Fonset has another name?
Huh?
Hero's Rest.
Hero? As in?
Indeed. Fonset village was founded by Adam himself at the end of his travels. After the war, Adam charged me with protecting the village.
Was this village really that important?
What do you think I was protecting?
You mean it's...
Follow me.
The village guardian?
Just looks like a stone pillar to me.
They say that the village's guardian spirit dwells within. Gramps, what are we doing here?
Rex, try turning the stone tablet clockwise.
This? Huh? This crest, it's... I've seen it before.
Place your hand on it.
Here goes. What's this?
This passage leads into the very center of the archipelago. There lies the cavern known as Xenoblade Elpys.
That's quite a name.
This entrance and the gate of the Spirit Crucible are sealed in such a way that only a Leftherian can open them.
Ah, so that's why Jin needed me back then.
When Adam founded this village, he hid something deep within the body of the Titan that forms the archipelago's center.
You mean the missing sword?
I don't know how word of it got out, but many were led here by rumors of the legendary sword. More than a few have entered the Spirit Crucible, but none have ever returned.
Is it really that dangerous?
Adam wanted to ensure that the sword was securely sealed away. He put many measures in place to stop it falling into the wrong hands. Only the hands of someone worthy. Adam said that taking this sword would be the mark of the Aegis's true driver.
The true driver?
What do you say, Rex?
I'll do it. No. I have to do it. Every moment we waste, Pyra and Mithra could be...
Then you're ready for what lies ahead?
If you hadn't interfered back then, neither of us would have had to go through all this. Now then. Time to take back what I lost 500 years ago.
How he's still alive with his crystal in that state? Seriously? It's not normal.
The Aegis is the master blade. The first blade the architect forged. Malos can do things we can only dream of.
And how's he going to restore his core exactly?
He'll extract the data he's missing from the core of the other Aegis. Then all his power will be restored.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what will that do to her?
Well, if she's lucky, she'll live. As an empty husk, that is.
Rough deal. Malos doesn't hold back, huh?
Don't blame me for this. It's our father who made us this way. But don't worry. Once I meet him, I'll get the answers we're after. I need to know why we're like this. In any case, this world only needs one Aegis. Don't you agree, Pyra?
Very interesting.
Very well.
Looking forward to it.
Rock, pleased to meet you.
I hope I'll live up to your expectations.
It sounds fun.
Hey, we didn't do half bad.
This is my true power!
Be proud.
Perhaps I can...
I hope I can use this.
I can open...
Oh. I have grown.
Mac, what are you stumbling for?
Sorry, my lady. I've been feeling a little dizzy.
You too?
You too, Lady Bridget?
Yes, for a little while now. Though I'm still capable of standing.
Hey, same here. What's up with this place? It's kind of creepy.
What is going on here?
I feared as much.
Gramps, you knew this would happen.
The tales say that Xenoblade Elpys saps the strength of blades. It's one of the reasons why none have ever returned from its depths.
I say.
Ether flows scarce in this area. That may be cause of problems.
Like that time in the Tantalese palace?
That not only thing. Glowing particles in air. They absorb ether. That is source of light.
So not only do you have less power, the power you do have is being absorbed. Well, that's jolly tragic.
You all right, Poppy?
Poppy just fine. Poppy never better.
Of course. You're an artificial blade, ain't you?
Come out, come out.
I know quite a bit.
We have to cross that?
Yes, but we must proceed with caution. Once we enter, the blades will be sapped of most of their power. If they run out of energy, they might be forced to return to their core state, and there's a chance they could never be reawakened.
Pandy, you'd better just stay here and guard the fort.
Why just me? Don't you want me?
Don't ask dumb questions. You know very well why, don't you?
If I'm staying, you ought to stay.
I'll be fine. When am I ever not?
If you're going,
I'm ordering you to stay here.
Is there something wrong?
Pandoria was just agreeing to stay behind.
Nuh-uh! I'm going with you! We made a promise, didn't we? Don't you dare say you've forgotten! I go where you go. End of story.
Fine.
My lady...
I'm fine. We can't give up now we've come this far. Don't. I know what you're gonna say.
I understood.
I don't know what's in there, but apart from Tora and Poppy, we're all going to find our abilities severely weakened. Be careful, Rex.
Yes. Healing arts are going to be less effective too. One nasty wound and that'll be the end of you.
Yeah, I get that. Tora, Poppy, we'll need you on the front line.
Rex! Poppy is artificial blade, so request is very extremely not a problem. Technology saved the day! 3 cheers for Nopon Know-How!
Where are Poppy's cheers?
Thanks, guys. Come out, come out.
I adore fishies. So shiny and cute.
Okay, bring it on.
Why are we so tired?
Don't give up on me.
We are connected.
Ha! My thoughts exactly.
They are onto me.
Ha!
Give
Strong
away!
hold.
Nice and
I
quick.
got this!
New enemy in the mix. Now I'm fired. Oh!
Yep!
We're on a roll now.
Azami!
Who needs spiky? Watch out, they've spotted you.
Electric.
Watch out!
I don't want to fight you. But I
Everyone,
do like
we are connected.
Strong hold. Everyone's getting psyched. Go for it.
Hellbound! Overload Thunder Beam!
Now's a good time to get healing.
I got this!
Thunder
Power! Overwhelming!
We'll beat them with the power of friendship.
Yep! Azami! They are on to me.
I have no choice but to fight you,
The enemy's element is now water.
Ow! Ha! Don't be
Now's our chance to get some healing done.
Zikanator!
Heavy hitter!
Watch this!
Thunder Doom!
They are on to me.
Yeah!
I see the weak spot!
Gotcha!
As this time I'll show you! Termination blast!
The enemy's element is now water.
Nice and quick.
Gotcha! Why not? Thanks. Go for it.
Yeah!
I will fight. You think it's tasty?
I see the weak spot! I got this!
Open
Break 'em.
It might not be much, but I'll do what I
They are on
can.
to me.
Azami! Dead fool.
Heavy
I
hitter.
will show you.
The enemy's element is now water.
Show off a little.
Hellbound!
Sure.
Do not make me mad!
Why not?
What have we here?
Nice. Very nice.
Come out, come out.
I know quite a bit.
Are you all right?
Never better. I'm right as rain.
The deeper we go, the thicker these particles get. You can still turn back.
Thanks. Your concern is touching.
Worry about yourself, yeah? I can look after her.
Zeke, you don't look so good yourself. Is something wrong?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I didn't think it was worth mentioning, but,
How did you get that?
I told you about the time I almost bloody died, right?
My prince! Zeke! Not like this! Not here! Not far now! Just a little further! You can do it!
Just leave me. Go on without me.
No! If you die, I'll turn back into a core crystal! I don't want to forget everything!
Bandy, I'm sorry. I hope your next driver is better than me.
I don't want another driver! You're good enough! Prince Zeke! I refuse to forget our 10 years together. It's not going to happen. I'm not letting you die. Here. Bandits? Sucks. I don't want to be a bandit's blade. But I guess I won't remember anyway. Prince? Prince?
Fear not. He's going to be fine.
You saved him?
The fact that you're alive is proof of that, is it not? I had to transplant part of your core crystal into his heart. His wounds were grave. It was the only way to save you both.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Actually, I'm glad.
What? Why?
Knowing that a part of me is keeping you alive, I don't know, it's just nice.
Pandy.
What is it?
They do that? In Indol?
I guess you and I are more alike than you thought, chum. Though mine was just a surgical procedure.
You make it sound so simple. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
You know, the people of Indol can trace their roots back to Judicium.
Judicium? The creators of that Titan weapon thing from Temperantia?
Yeah, them. They carried out experiments, fusing blade and human cells, creating flesh eaters.
So, those practices persist in Indol?
Hey, so they took advantage of blade regeneration and patched me up with Pandy's core crystal, right? Since I have part of her core in me, I'm a blade eater or something.
A blade eater.
That's right. That's gotta be why this place is getting to you, too.
It's all good. Let's just push on.
Come out, come out.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
Yeah! Dynamic spark sword!
Gotcha!
It's going smoothly. Keep this up.
I like your
Stay calm.
attitude.
Take deep
Gotcha!
breaths. Nice and
Don't
quick.
give up on me.
This time
The
works.
enemy's element is now
Leave it
wind.
to Zeke.
I'll guard you.
Axe twist.
Nightmare Rondo.
I think we're doing quite well.
My thoughts
Yep.
exactly. Break!
Bam!
What have we here?
Maybe agriculture is Poppy's specialist field.
Up!
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
I'll keep you safe.
Nice one.
Yeah! Ah!
Just give me that taste of
Yeah!
the pain.
Dynamic spark sword! Boreas!
This to your
I
liking?
even surprised myself.
Azami!
Finally called.
No effect.
Bam!
Axe twist.
Haywire chain
The
shot!
enemy's element is now
Jaguar
dark.
flash.
Let us make use of it now.
When you can.
Why not?
Break.
No effect.
I'm
Boreas!
so fast I even surprised
Strong
myself.
smash.
Ha!
It's going smoothly. Keep this up.
Splendid.
Go on. Raise us some more. What have we here?
Flora heals an aching soul.
Treasure acquired. Up! Up! Oops! That wasn't supposed to happen. Eat it!
Get back!
Let me
Strong
deal with
smash!
this.
Good! Hit
Be
it!
careful,
No!
but courageous.
Everyone's getting sight!
We're on a roll now.
The Seekinator is offline! Azami!
Finally called.
Ouch! Boreas!
Drop up.
Don't
Nice
be
and
a twist.
Back to our beautiful
My thoughts
Pitch!
exactly! Sure! Ha! For sure!
Fucking
Power swipe!
Pandoria!
my prince.
Eat it!
Azami!
Finally called.
Ha!
Bam!
Axe twist!
fucking turn.
Ha! Wolfric!
Boreas!
Break 'em!
Watch out!
Just heavy hitter! Ouch! Yeah! Stronghold!
We are connected.
It's my turn.
The enemy's element is now fire.
My prince!
Azami!
Wing smash!
Careful now!
Wild side!
Come on, pick up the
winds blow our
Hit
way.
it! No! Sure!
Righto!
Death wings!
Bam!
I'm all set.
Bullseye!
Gotcha!
Try some of this.
Haywire! Chain shot!
You should accept here.
Go for
Bam!
it!
Bullseye!
Sure.
Death wings!
My prince.
Why not?
Vulgar beast.
Sure! For sure!
I
got
Dynamic spark sword!
Strong smash! New enemy in the mix!
Overload Thunder
twist.
Yeah,
Azami!
finally
Stronger than
calm.
before!
I have no choice but to fight you, do I?
Haywire! Chain shot! Gah!
Eat it!
Go
for
careful,
it!
but courageous. Break.
Boreas!
Just what a
Let
little
us make
curtain
you
did.
The enemy's
pulverizing!
element is now fire.
Dunk!
Thanks for that!
Ouch!
Power swipe!
No,
Hit it! No!
Cheers for that. Heliodor,
Nice
catch
one.
Jaguar flush.
Make
Now the
paper!
No, you try my heart.
Thanks for that!
Break.
Azami!
Finally
Go for it!
calm.
It is he!
Ah!
Gah! Bam!
Chrysanthra, sense time to
Heavy
shine.
hitter!
Bullseye! Break!
Stronghold!
Boreas!
Spin.
Block!
Power spike!
Righto! Watch out!
Hit it! No!
I'm all set.
Thanks!
Gotcha.
Brutalist! I got this!
Why not?
So tired!
Open wide.
It'll be fine!
Boost it
You
up.
can turn it around!
But I'll
Are
do
you
what
all right,
I can.
Azami?
You finally calmed.
Pandoria!
My prince!
I got
To the brink.
Ha!
Axe twist!
Ha! Overload Thunderbeam!
What have we here?
Come on, come to Mama.
You're all mine.
Open up!
Let's clear this up quick.
Opening protocol engaged.
It is good to dwell on the past from time to time. My lady.
For the last time, I'm fine. Why don't you just worry about yourself?
But
You've got to admire Shaled over there. He just put it right out there.
Hmm?
And here I am. Dromark. I'm gonna put myself to the test. Right here. I've decided.
My lady. Very well.
This mist makes me feel like I'm swimming through the cloud sea.
This mist is produced when a fossilized Titan body reacts with the atmosphere. It's why it's so hard to breathe down here.
Nia?
What now?
Are you in pain?
I'm struggling to breathe like everyone else. And I'm a little dizzy, that's all.
Oh, right. When that happens, it's best to just try and empty your head of all thoughts.
What?
It's an old salvager trick. When you swim down deep, it feels like your head's going to implode. You just go with it, don't fight it. Then you stop noticing the pressure. Why not give it a go?
Empty my head, eh? You mean I have to start acting as daft as you? Tall order?
Hey, that's not very nice.
Everyone, over here! Tora, think this way, lead down.
It certainly doesn't look like a natural formation.
Maybe it was grave robbers.
There's not too much worth stealing round here. Well, apart from...
Whatever it was that Adam hid down here.
Just a guess. It's possible that Jin and his accomplices have been here.
Then, they found out about the sunken ship and went to Argentum.
Still just a guess, but a pretty good one.
Then there won't be anything left to find, will there? Sheesh.
Well, if that was the case, then you'd expect them to already have the third sword.
But they clearly don't have it.
No, I do not think Adam would let the sword be so easily found.
No point in worrying. Let's just press on.
What have we here?
Nice! Very nice!
Come out, come out!
Maybe agriculture is Poppy's specialist field.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
Get back!
Ow. Just give me the answer!
Eat
Try
it.
to cement this!
Aqua break.
I think we're doing quite well.
Sure, I like your attitude.
I'll keep you safe!
Nice one.
Yeah! Strong
Boreas!
smash!
So back, they even
The
surprised
enemy's element
myself!
is now
Pulverize
electric.
it! Azami!
Finally called! I have no choice but to fight you, do I?
Axe twist!
Haywire chainsaw!
Hit it, no! Let's give him the full treatment.
This'll be over before they know what's
Pandora!
happening, my prince!
Why not? What have we here?
Flora heals an aching
Come
soul.
on, come to Mama.
Okay, bring it on.
Bam!
Just give me the answer!
Gotcha!
Launch!
This is where we trust ourselves.
Leave it to Zeke.
This'll be over before they know
The enemy's element is now
I never give less than my all.
Axe twist!
Boreas!
Splendid.
Go on, raise us some more. Treasure acquired.
Open up!
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an
Come
aching soul.
on, come to Mama.
What have we here?
In my experience,
Okay, bring it on. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Dynamic spark sword!
Don't give up on me. Axe twist! Go for it!
Let us make use of it now!
This one smoothly! Keep this up!
Why not?
Watch out.
My thoughts exactly!
Dolphin!
Why not? Go for it!
Haywire! Change charge!
Let's give him the full treatment!
This'll be over before they know what's hit them.
Stronghold!
Pandoria!
My prince!
Heavy hitter!
Fucking turn!
Ow! We'll do it together! We're up, Gramps.
I'll finish this.
Astounding!
Get him, Nia!
On it! Hey, Barry. Let's hit him good.
Magnificent!
I believe in you, Charlotte!
I'm just getting tired of waiting.
Magnificent! Finish! Ultimate chain
You should
attack!
accept healing when you can.
My prince!
No way! We were awesome!
Turn!
Ha! Bam!
Keelan Suga!
Wolfric is here!
Break him! Everyone's getting psyched!
I'm getting
Stronghold!
So fast I even surprised myself.
Dolphin!
Heavy hitter!
Now's our chance to get some
Go
healing,
for
Mitchell.
it! For sure!
Brutal!
Fucking
Who needs
turn!
spanking?
The enemy's element is now dark! Ha! Now I'm fired up!
I'm on a roll! Pandoria!
Go for
My
it!
prince!
Ow!
Brutal!
Fucking turn!
Ha! Bam!
Why not?
Don't you hear things on Keelan Suga!
Maybe things will get
Nah,
interesting
I can
now!
keep going.
Boreas!
So fast I even surprised myself.
Wing smash!
Asami!
Finally called.
Dolphin!
Go for it!
The wings!
This is where we prove ourselves.
This'll be
Thanks
over
for that.
before they know what's hit them.
I never give less than my all!
Why not?
Pandoria!
My prince!
Give the word!
Fucking
Leave it
turn!
to Zeke!
Lightning force!
I got it.
Onto the brink! Don't risk it!
Nah, I can keep going.
Ha!
Fucking turn!
Strong smash!
Overload Thunderbird! Asami!
Finally
Power
called.
swipe!
Boreas!
Wolfric!
I'm too quick.
Is here! Pulverizing! Done!
Why not?
Right! Rumble!
It'll be fine. We can turn it around.
Pandoria!
Fucking turn!
Yeah! Stronghold!
Asami!
Who needs spanking?
Heavy hitter!
Connected.
Go for it!
Bullseye!
We may not win this one.
the last,
Gramps, you worry too much. Why not? Much obliged. I got
Onto the brink!
axe twist.
Pandoria!
Make haste and
retreat!
Power swipe.
Keelan Suga!
No, you don't. Strong smash.
There
My
is still
incredible
much to
power
learn.
knows no bounds!
Up, up, up. Up. Huh. 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 What have we here?
Flora heals an aching soul.
Come on, come to Mama.
Up! No! We lost the upper hand! Whoa!
I just had a frightful dream.
This isn't a joke. Please try harder.
No! We lost the upper hand! No! We lost the upper hand!
Darkness envelops the world in its Stygian embrace.
We'd better stay alert.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
New enemy in the mix!
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
Rex? We've come a long way. I think it's time for a break.
What? But... Hold your horses. There's a long way to go yet. Hey, you two near. Come rest your head on my lap if you like.
Why don't you rest your head in your ass?
I'm sorry, everyone. I had no idea.
There's no need to apologize. I understand.
Poppy, now is good time to cool drive furnace.
Aye, aye, Master Pawn.
Hot.
Master Pawn, Poppy is sorry.
Huh?
Emergency air. It might help.
Oh, thanks.
Master Pawn, Poppy is sorry.
Oh, not like that. You have to hold your nose and then inhale really deeply. Now stretch out and puff out your chest.
Is this another of your salvager tricks?
Go on, just try it.
Whoa, that really did the trick.
Right? When I was starting out, this was one of the first things the other salvagers taught me. Even though they acted like my parents, they never really taught me anything worthwhile. I did manage to pick up a couple of useful tricks, though.
Parents. Blah. My dad was real enough, but I can't say he really taught me anything either. He was a well-known lord in Gormott, a real big cheese. He made me study hard, but it was all how to be a proper lady, which fork to use. Nothing that's doing me any good now, just useless shite.
You were some kind of high society princess. I can't picture it.
Shut at you. I hated studying. But, looking back, those were the happiest times of my life. There was my dad, and my big sis, the three of us.
You had a sister?
Yeah. She was very frail. I spent a lot of time at her bedside. My dad brought doctors from all over to try and help her. He tried so hard. It was all he thought about. After that point, my memories aren't so happy.
Nia?
Dad spent all his money on chasing a cure and lost his position as a lord. From then on, we became drifters. It was a tough life. It took its toll on my sister. She died not long after. Anyway, I'm sorry for talking your ear off. Thanks for the salvager trick. It really worked. Sneaky git. If you had this all along, why did you hold out on me? I feel much better. Shall we go, Rex?
Come out, come out! No! We lost the upper hand!
I am ready for anything.
Look what I found!
Congratulations.
Looks like the only way through is by force.
Poppy! Incendiary barrage!
Roger, roger.
Whoa, stop, stop, stop! You want to bring the whole cave down on top of us?
It was joke.
Poppy has no such weaponry.
That wasn't funny.
Oh.
Does this also have something to do with your connection to the Aegis?
No idea. But look. No footprints. We're the first people here.
Then there could still be hope. What have we here?
Nice! Very nice!
Okay, bring it on.
I fill with pride.
Just give me the answer.
Here! Dynamic spark sword!
Breathe with me.
Don't give up on me.
Ha!
The enemy's element is now
I'm gonna
stuck.
show you how it's done.
Up. Up. If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
New enemy in the mix. Dang, it's found us. Come out, come out.
In my experience,
Oh! No! We lost the upper hand!
Get back!
Ha! Reek! Ha! Stronghold!
Yes.
Go for it!
Brutal! Magnificent! Watch out!
Everyone's getting sight!
I'm on a roll!
Croissant, croissant, time
For
to
it!
shout. Back, but even
Break 'em.
surprised myself.
Start! Break!
Sure!
Ha!
For sure! Hit it! No!
Rumble!
Everyone's getting
Masami!
sight!
This one has a
What's
lot
your
of
right?
The Zekinator is on Pandoria!
My
No
friends.
effect! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Watch out!
Thunder beam!
Break him!
Stone, break!
Boreas!
But even surprised
Hit it!
myself.
No!
Brutal!
No, don't go this way!
Rumble!
Why not?
Azami!
Finally calm.
Fucking turn!
This is where we prove us. Heavy hitter!
Bam!
Yeah! Ha!
I'll try my
Pandoria!
hardest.
Gotcha!
Much
I
stronger.
got this!
How very dare lightning force!
Cheers for that.
Yep! Boreas!
So fast I even surprised myself.
Azami!
Breathe. Spank
Connected!
Yeah!
Bullseye!
I like your attitude.
it. Watch out. They've spotted you.
Haywire!
I
Shot!
missed. Yeah!
Bullseye! Pandoria!
My prince.
Dolphin spin!
Yeah!
To our
They are onto me.
Why not?
High up.
Strong call.
Thunder beam!
Fucking turn!
Heavy hitter.
Azami!
Who needs spanking? I have no choice but to fight you.
Dolphin
do I?
myself. Part to our fuses.
Why not?
Connected.
Break them.
They are onto me.
Go for it.
Brutal!
I'll try my
Pandoria!
hardest.
Why not?
Azami!
I am
Who
rock.
needs spanking?
Always have been.
Cyclone
Always will be.
smash.
Bam!
New enemy in the
Fucking
middle.
turn.
Haywire! Chain shot!
Get that thing away from me.
Bam!
I'm not joking.
Let's twist.
So fast I even surprised myself.
Dolphin
Gotcha
spin!
to Z!
Strong smash.
It's going smoothly.
Hit it. No.
I don't
I
want
like
to
your
fight
Here you
attitude.
are, but I will if I have to.
Magnificent!
Why not?
Ah!
Focusing on target.
Azami!
Finally calm.
I am rock. Always
Cyclone
have
smash.
been. Always will be.
They deflected it.
Ha! Wing smash.
Deadly twister!
Ha! Wild side. Hit it. No.
Overload!
Death
Thunder
wing.
beam! Boreas!
Why not? Wolfric.
Wolfric is here!
Ha!
Azami!
Strong hold.
Who needs spanking?
Why are we
Break
so
it.
bad?
Slack.
Don't give up. Heavy hitter.
Cool!
Go for it.
Pandoria!
Magnificent!
Why not?
I even surprised
Go
myself.
for it.
Deadly
Now's the
twister!
time to get healing.
Magnificent!
Jump on cool!
Ha!
Yep!
For sure.
Pulverize it! Azami!
Who needs spanking?
Jump on cool!
Pandoria!
Ow! I missed.
Cheers for that!
Strong hold. Heavy hitter.
Now's a good time to get healing! Oh, you can't do that!
Boreas!
Why not?
High up!
No effect.
Thanks!
Ha!
Break
Azami!
'em.
They are onto me.
Jump on cool!
Yeah. I got.
Get that thing away from me. I'm not joking.
You should accept healing when you can.
Bullseye!
Jump
Strong
on cool!
smack.
On
Bam.
my watch.
Thanks!
Bullseye!
Axe twist.
Pandoria!
Slacking, my prince.
Power swipe.
This might work! I got this!
Lightning
Deadly!
force.
Now's
Go
a good
for
time
it.
to get healing!
Here you are. Crush it.
Why not?
Fucking turn!
Azami!
I am
Who
rock.
needs spanking?
Always have been.
Cyclone smash.
Nice and quick.
Keelen circle!
Wing smash. Sync it up, everyone.
Stop!
We're up, Gramps.
Excellent!
Get him, Nia.
Here I can! Ready or go Motti!
Excellent!
I believe in you, Charlotte!
Let's start with a handshake.
Superb!
I have no choice but to fight you, do I?
Did you see that?
Nice work, everyone!
Boreas!
Whoa,
Back to
nice.
even surprise myself.
Strong hold.
My prince.
I owe you one.
Heavy hitter. got.
Get that thing away!
Everyone's
from
getting
me!
psyched.
I'm not
Axe
joking!
twist.
Get it away!
Azami!
You finally called.
Strong smash.
Boreas!
These are really out. We're getting
What's
better.
this?
Not bad at all.
Dolphin spin!
How's that?
Yep!
Ursula!
I don't
has
want
a
to
real
fight you,
temper.
but I will if I have to.
Power swipe.
Thanks.
Now I'm fired up.
Azami!
Finally
Go for it.
called.
Andoria!
I won't sack.
Leave it
Gotcha.
to Zeke.
Jump out!
Right on. Ha!
Time to shine.
Wolfric.
Wolfric is here!
Stronghold.
Dolphin!
Heavy hitter.
Overload Thunder Beam!
This is where we rock.
I am Azami!
Finally
Always
called.
spin!
Wing smash.
I won't sack.
Cyclone smash.
Leave it to Zeke!
Hit it. No.
Nightmare Rondo.
Deathwing!
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Why not?
Bam!
Ha!
Bam! Bullseye!
I got.
Haywire chainsaw!
Axe twist.
I'm not joking! Get it away!
Bam! Bullseye!
Hey! Over you!
Gotcha.
Let
Power
me deal
swipe.
with it.
This might work. I got this!
Yeah.
Nightmare Rondo.
Splendid.
I could have done this blindfolded.
Fire, guide me!
The wind is my mate.
Okay, bring it on. Stronghold.
Go in for the weakness!
Watch out! This might work!
Gotcha.
I got this!
Power spike.
Lightning force!
Let's give him the full treatment.
Watch out!
I never give less than my all.
Yes.
Hit it. No.
This'll be over before they know what's done.
Brutal! Azami!
He needs spanking.
Yeah. Go for it.
Brutal lance!
Why not?
I'm getting stronger.
And we're you.
Let us go.
Okay, bring it on. New enemy in the mix. 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 Dang, it's found us. Okay, bring it on. Huh. Oh. We're here!
Do not stop now.
Huh. Up! Huh. Okay, bring it on. No! We lost the upper hand! Up!
Break! Stay calm! Take deep breaths!
Easy peasy!
Done and dusted. Next!
Fire, guide me.
The wind is my mate.
I made the A-team! Score!
I'll work my ass off to meet your expectations.
Awesome!
Was that okay?
Fire, guide me.
The wind is my mate.
What would you do without me?
Awesome!
Was that okay?
Fire, guide me.
Here's a little demonstration.
The wind is my mate.
It sounds fun.
I hope I'll live up to your expectations.
I won't let you down. I hope, at least.
What have we here?
Nice! Very nice. Very interesting.
Very well.
It is good to dwell on the past from time to time.